and I'd really appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
This is what happened. I answered an ad, and in the ad, the Singer 66 was in a place in the Highlands from here, because I'm at the beach. I live at the beach, so the machine was up in the hills a little bit, which is a 40-minute drive. I thought, yep, that'll be great. I'll go up there and I'll pick this 66 up. And I went up there and the machine was unfortunately in the rain. Yeah, so I wasn't happy about that. But there's not much I can do about that, right? So I just took the machine anyway. And in this video, I'll show you how to put on a Singer bobbin cover plate, one that's fallen off. They're a little bit difficult to get back on. So hang around and I'll show you how. Hi, so this just happened and I'm very excited about it. It's a Scottish Thistle Lotus decal 66K. It's from 1914. It's an F series, so it's pretty exciting. I have things similar to this, but I'd have to go search them out. But this one, it's got a bit of a sad story. Someone dumped it 2 weeks ago at a lady's place. She wanted someone to come pick it up, so that was me. I went up there to pick it up, and when I got there, it was in the rain. She'd taken it out of the treadle and left it in the rain. And now it's got all this gold damage all over it, like where the gold has ran. So that is not a good thing. And I'm a bit worried because in a minute I'm going to be cleaning it up. So I wonder how it will clean up. But one good thing is that it still has its bobbin cover. Thank goodness for that. It isn't on the machine, but I'll put it back on in this video. I'll make a segment. There's no bobbin though, so that's a bit sad. When they left it in the rain, she said, it's only been in the rain for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So that's made me a bit sad, because I know that all of these machines should not be left in the rain. Now I've got to get all the rusty damage off it, and hopefully it'll be okay. So I guess there's just a lot of cleaning. That's the faceplate, all gross and disgusting, covered in rubbish. And as you can see, majority of the machine's pretty gross. And up the top, it's not too rusty though. I've had more rusty machines go through here. But still, it's an awful lot of cleaning. And anyway, here's the back of the machine. And it's in really good condition too, as far as decals. The whole line is there of these flowers. It's amazing. That's from the rain. Look at the gold. It's ran. Look at it. Okay? Like, I've never seen anything like a decal running gold all into the black. But anyway, there's a bolt, a random bolt. Look at that. You know, everywhere I go, there's a bolt. Or there seems to be. They just follow me. It has an unusual plate here. It's not concaved. The plate is a bit unusual. It's flat. And even the belt guard has its decals on it, which is really cute. And I guess it's good that it has an intact flower pot here. And it's very cute. So I'm very pleased with all of this. Now I suppose it's time to put the bobbin cover back on. I'll show you how. So someone has pulled the bobbin cover off completely. So I need to first take out the screws to take that plate off so I can slide it back into place. That's how you do that. It has the presser foot screw at the back on this machine. So taking out the screws is okay at the front, but at the back it's a little bit problematic. So at some point you may want to put the presser foot off and take that screw off maybe. So it's because it's made in 1914 and they have the one at the back, whereas the later versions of this machine have the presser foot screw at the side. So this one's an older one. And here we are. Here's the serial number, F5818699. So this has got to have the screws taken out. Then once they're out around that presser foot screw at the back, we put them together and put them up safely, just like that, right there. And then we take this one out, and I wonder how much crap is in there. Looks disgusting. So there's a bit more cleaning that you got to do. Put the needle in the upmost position, so not to stab your hand when you're working. Position it like this and slide it in from the back and see how we go. So what has happened is not all of it's gone in, only one side. So we've got to do that again. And the two sides need to go back in all at once. Yay, it's on. And it's a little bit stiff and a bit rusty, so that's a little bit more cleaning there. But it is on. It's sliding pretty roughly. Lots of oil and lots of cleaning for that area. So that's how you put the slide plate back onto all these singers. Okay, so that you don't lose them. I'm just lucky that I have the cover plate, because majority of people would just go, oh, well, just leave it, and they wouldn't even worry about it. And that's how they get lost. But anyway, I'm very, very lucky. So what we do now is just put the screws back in and just do it carefully around that presser foot screw at the back. That's there because the machine's so old. It's from 1914. But if the machine had been made in, say, 1936, it would have the attachment on the side, the screw on the side for attachments. And all this gold stuff that you're seeing right here, it's all come from here. And when I first saw this machine, it was completely wet. So the gold has ran from the gold areas. The most interesting thing about it is that most people say that if decals get wet, then they turn silver or they disappear. Well, that was definitely not the case with this actual machine. And this machine, what I'm proposing to do is I would like to get the machine oil and put it all over the machine to see if I can remove the gold that fell off when the rain hit it, and see if we can recover some of that black finish. And here's just the start of what we're going to do. Gonna get some sewing machine oil, like I said, and use it to see if that black Japan finish can't be saved. So here we go. I take a little bit of oil and just put it around where the black Japan finish is, and not on the decals yet.
and give it a really good rubbing. Then after that, get some clean cotton cloths and start rubbing it all up and working on getting the surfaces of the cotton to take the dirt and change it around a little bit so that you're not using the same areas on the cloth, so that you're not rubbing the dirt back into the machine as such. So that's pretty important as it is. What has been awesome for me is getting to show you guys this awesome machine, because I get to explore the whole thing of how it came to me, and then I get to see all of the decals that are left on the machine. I get to see how it's reacting to being clean, especially from being wet, so that was important. And after all this lovely cleaning, we'll get to see the hopefully really good improvement and see how it takes to getting that gold stuff off, really, because I want to make sure that it really moves, and to get rid of it, that's really important. What is amazing about this machine is how intact it is, and I know they are very complex machines. It takes a long time to disassemble a 66. They are big and they're complex. They're not for the faint-hearted sometimes. It's not like a basic, 27 or something like that. We've got like 1,000 parts when you pull them on out and undo everything. So it's important to get it all right so that when you put it back together, they sew again. So that is really important. Still cleaning along, helping it out. And I do think it's true that you can get incredibly lost in these machines. Just looking at the decals and everything about them is appealing to me. And the more you touch them after they've been left for so long, that human touch, it brings them back to life. It's only a matter of time, if you keep working on them, that they'll come good for you again. This one's extremely lucky because it has all the decals left on it, and I've got quite a few of these Lotus machines, Scottish thistles, whatever you'd like to call them, and nothing really comes close to this one. The only thing that's really missing is the front line on it, but that's okay, I don't mind. I'll just keep it like that. It's all good.
And here we have a couple of rust spots. Bit more oil. Rub it in a little bit more. Rub it around the edges, around there. Let it sink in. Let it do its thing. Yeah. Yes, that's so good. So good. So pretty. Look at that. Look at the pot with the flowers in it. So very sweet. I love these machines. I've got quite a few of them. So nice. The dirt. Oh, look at the dirt. Yeah, it's got dirt, all right. Yeah, it's got dirt. Yes, it's dirty. Very dirty. I'm going to clean it. I'm get it looking nicely. Clean it all up. Oh, junk off it. Oh, look at that. Look good clean. So beautiful. Not often that you see one of these and all of the decals are intact. They've got a few spots missing, but it's mostly intact. You can see the patterns on it. It's quite special, isn't it? What a sweet little machine. So very cute. So we'll go up here and we'll pop a bit of oil in the top and another pop in there like that, a bit around the outsides, give it a bit of a clean up. Look at that, disperse the oil a bit on it and then get a clean cloth, clean one, and give it a polish and make those decals come up. So beautiful. There we go. How good is that? That is beautiful. Let's have a look. Oh, that's a lot of rubbish coming off, isn't it? There we go. Give it another go. That's quite special, this machine. Didn't ask to be set out in the rain, but it was. Look at it now. Need another patch that's white, so use another patch. It's always best not to go over. We've already done it. It's always best to get a new spot to go over on your white thing, your cleaning cloth. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, wow, lovely. Yeah, beautiful. I wish that I could own as many lotuses in the world. I wish that I could own as many 66s as you could imagine. All different ones. Be awesome, wouldn't it? Yeah, look at the rust coming off that. Oh, jeez. Find another part on the cloth. And the white part there, look. There we go. Give it a rub in and around. Get all the stuff loose off the machine. So much better. So much cleaner. Yeah, look at that. Whoa, that's gross. Oh, alright. Yeah, we've worked a bit hard on that part. Get it all clean. Yeah, getting to know the machine. It's very, very nice. And I'll get it a bobbin. It's got its tension. Look, its tensioner is there. And this is the start of the finish that I'm starting to get. It's not, it looks nice, doesn't it? Look where it was all yuck. And look where it's been polished. Beautiful. Okay. And this is the back. Oil's just ran down there from the top. But it's alright. It'll be okay. And look how dirty it was compared to where I cleaned it. Wow. Circle of beauty. And so I'm getting into this top of this machine now. I did the base, and it, as you can see, it's looking really good. All of the gold that was left as a residue from it being completely wet from being left in the rain, that all of that gold is gone now, and the black Japan finish looks like it's pretty solid, thank goodness. It really worried me because I didn't want this gorgeous thing to be stained, because that would really look awful, and it deserves a lot better in life than this. So I'll put a bit of oil on there, and look, what I'm getting off now is black crud. It's really disgusting. So keeping that in mind, well, I will just have to keep changing the cloths over, as I've said before, to not rub the black back in to the machine. But all in all, it's coming along really nicely, and these decals on this machine are just so beautiful. They're coming up really nice, and I'm really happy about the state of how it's turning out, because I never really thought it would be this good. You know, I thought I'll have a go, but I really thought that residue would hang around for a good while. So I'm very pleased that it's really, really different to that. Now it's coming clean, and the top is coming clean, but in doing so there's so much black stuff coming off, and so just have to keep changing the cloth around and find out this source of black that's coming off the back of this machine. It's very strange. It makes you think, you know, where did it come from, that black rubbish that's all over it? And wow, look at the cloth after this. That's crazy. And but it is really good. Look at how good it's coming. It's like really, really clean, and it's so intact. Look at that. It's incredible. You know, prior to being dumped in the bush, this machine would have been kept somewhere that kept it safe. It would have been stored inside its little treadle, and it would have been indoors and out of the rain and everything. Because it's just like underneath all that rubbish that we just took off. So wonderful. And after all that, there's still little spots that are not moving, but you know, what can you do? Keep polishing, I guess. I'll do another layer and see how we go. But all up, look at the base now. The bed of the machine is so beautiful. And also you can see a little reflection. Isn't that cute? And so after the first layer of cleaning, we're getting up to the top of the machine here. And we see rust. That's from the rain. Even though it was only in the rain a little bit, we need to clean that. And the decal here. And there's a bolt. Look at the bolt. Where did that come from? Yeah, I know, right? It's like weird bolts in my machines that, you know, I don't know what they're for, but they have to have some sort of purpose. Pull them out and put some oil in there, I guess. But anyway, getting back to the machine, it needs all that rust gone because 2 weeks is too long to be pulled out of your treadle and sit in the rain. So now it's starting to go a little rusty, and when I first got it, it wasn't seized, but it is now. It only goes halfway, and that has to be to do with oil being not the priority and water taking over. So that's not great either. So anyway, what we're going to have to do is get into it with oil, get rid of all that rust, and start looking at the silverware for what it is and the beauty of it, and start getting some products to get that rust off before it really sets in. So there's going to be some stripping down of this machine and getting way on top of it, because I've never dealt with a machine that was in the rain before. So, you know, I guess it's a big thing. You know, the last thing you want is for it to sit in the rain. But in saying that too, the decals are still all intact after being completely wet. Now this machine was completely wet. Maybe it has to do with that, you know, like you have gold decals that are all gold, and when you wet them they turn like silver. But these decals, they never did that. Not even the one that says Singer. It's still gold. So yeah, it's one of those things that you'd expect it all to come off, but it didn't come off. And now, in conclusion, look at the results. Remember, it was covered in rain, and the rain had dried onto the machine, taking all the gold off the decals and onto the bed. Look at the bed now. Look at the machine now. It's absolutely amazing condition. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. That would help me so much. Thank you. In the next video I make part 2 of this F-Series Singer 66. I will take you into the cleaning of the silver and getting the machine to work. Thanks.